Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatley F1. We are here for the qualifying watch-along for the Canadian Grand Prix. But first of all, let's get into the intro and then let's see who claims pole this evening. Yes, guys, welcome. As I said, welcome to SFeatley F1, and it is qualifying this evening. Obviously, Canadian Grand Prix. That's why we're so late in the evening. At 9 p.m. start, which means I think it's when about. If I'm going to get this right, I'm going to get this right. Actually, I mean the schedule. It is a 4 p.m. start over in Canada, so that makes it what 9 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 yeah, 5 hours behind they are. Big up everyone that's watching right now. Tycho is in the building. How you doing, my friend?
I'm alright. I'm just happy to be back with the F1 because I couldn't bear to work another hour. I'm just happy to be here now.
Yeah, man, we're back. We're back. We're back.
Short break, just a week,
Short
but
break, but we're back. Also going to give a shout. Going to give a shout out to Melina because obviously she's from Canada herself, and she's been. I know she really missed having. She said she really missed the Grand Prix last year. Whenever I spoke to her privately, so glad to have it back. I'm just going to actually let her know that we're live. But yeah, what do you think about qualifying this afternoon? This afternoon, they're saying it's wet weather already. This afternoon, practice 3 was in the wet. Well, how do you feel this is going to go down?
yeah, well, we already know, of course, that Charles Leclerc will be starting at the back of the grid. So that's going to be an interesting one. Like, will he go out for qualifying today? Will he just spare tires? I think he'll do the smart decision, not to risk any mistakes or something, and just stay in. And I don't think Sainz has the pace to get a pole position. So I think this is really a runaway for the Red Bull for pole position today. But Sainz may have a trick up his sleeve we may not know of. So maybe he can surprise us. I hope so. But we will see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just letting Alton know that I'm with the race Watchalong as well at 6:30. So yes, it'll be a 6:30 p.m. start tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, there's been a new direct. I want to bring you this issue about the new directive, and I'm going to bring about what Christian Horner said during practice. As it's about to get underway, what Christian Horner said in practice was that he didn't feel like it was necessary. He felt like it because there's only certain teams that are having the problem, and it was a fair majority of the teams actually that were saying they had the issue in Azerbaijan, not just Mercedes. Everyone keeps thinking it's Mercedes that are calling this out. No, it's not, by the way, right? And plus, Mercedes don't want to change the directive in case it harms their performance anyway, right? So, what I'm saying is that he's saying that we shouldn't change that rule, but then we should change the budget cap rule because he spent all his money. But some teams, and I made this point in the preview, some teams have coped with the financial cost of living crisis that's grown, yeah, and been able to make it work with their budget for this season, which is I think it's about $150 million, something like that. I don't know, but Red Bull haven't made that contingency plan of having like an emergency fund like Alpine have done, and because of that, they want to have the budget cap increased. Though they're saying, "Oh, the budget cap needs to work, otherwise we're doomed." Well, it's only going to work if we don't let teams like you decide to influence the decision and have it upped whenever you want to spend more and more and more, right? But anyway, why can you sit there and say we're going to change one? We're going to change one rule. We're going to change one set. We're going to change one set of rules that you have agreed to, right? You've agreed to, no matter what. You've agreed to them, and then you've decided to then go on as much as you agreed to them. You've then gone and then sit there and say that's not good enough. There's also another part of it that he said about it that and he said, "Oh, but these cars we've had to start from scratch. You've approved the rules for this year, so don't sit there now saying that we can't afford it. You've accepted this, right? And now you're saying you can't afford it. Well, the only way this system's going to work is if we don't let you." Right, having to keep increasing the budget every time because you decide I'm going to spend all my money on development of the car, right, and leaving nothing in reserve. It doesn't make sense. What do you think? Because I think again he's been a hypocritical, arrogant little prick. It's Christian Horner, and it's Christian Horner in a nutshell, right? You know what I mean?
It
Evening,
is
lads.
raining.
Big up, Andre. Hope you're well, man.
Big up, man.
Big up. Obviously, Andre, you've been like a major supporter of the channel already. One of the subscribers that has helped to get to 100 subs. So, really do appreciate it, man. I hope you're doing well and hope you're all safe as well. We know we know obviously things are tough out there in Ukraine. We're all supporting you, mate. We know it's going to be Latifi and Stroll top two. Sarcasm, but you never know, man. It's in the rain. You never know. There could be shocks. Won't be shocked if we see someone different on pole. Yeah, it's the rain. You never know what can happen. We haven't actually seen a wet qualifying session. I feel. Have we seen a wet qualifying session this season? I don't think we have. This season. If someone
Wasn't it
has,
a bit wet in Monaco?
no,
Like
that was in the race.
Yeah, but wasn't it a bit wet in Monaco in qualifying as well?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. If someone could let me know that, please do. If anyone's got any interesting facts on the Canadian Grand Prix, please do let us know. Interesting stats as well. Obviously, the Gilles Villeneuve circuit, named after the legendary driver Gilles Villeneuve, who was tipped to be a world champion, but unfortunately perished at Zolder in 1982 on the 8th of May, I believe, after a practice accident. He's more famous than his actual world champion son. It's funny that, isn't it? But yeah, obviously the Canadian Grand Prix. If we look at the circuit itself, give you a rundown on the circuit. You can see it in the top left top right corner as you see it of the screen. First Grand Prix was in 1978, and we haven't stopped coming back since. Only those two absent Grand Prix in 2020 and 2021 due to the COVID crisis. Number of laps of 70 laps, which is a 305 kilometer distance, and it's 4.361 kilometers in a circuit length for a lap. The record being a 1:13.0 last time out in the Grand Prix by Valtteri Bottas. Obviously, the last Grand Prix winner was obviously Lewis Hamilton, who has won here in 2008, 2007, 2007, sorry, 2010, 2012, 2000 and not 14, 15, 2008, 2007. Look, Perez can't get out of his own box. 10, 12, 15, 16, 17. Didn't win in 18, 19. 7 times he's won at this circuit. He's one of his most famous, and also obviously it is one of the famous circuit. It was his first ever Grand Prix win at this circuit as well, man. Russell is a master at the rain, as is Vettel and Alonso. You're saying that with Vettel, though. Don't forget, Vettel had that race where it was the longest race ever recorded in F1 on an F1 record of 6 hours long, that Grand Prix, right? Because of all the stoppages, the rain stoppages as well, which is why now we have a 2-hour race in a 4-hour window. We only get to allow 4 hours now because of that, right? Where Vettel led most of the race until the very last lap, where he made a very critical error hitting the white line into turn 6, which gave Button, who was much faster, the win. If you just kept it on the road for the rest of that lap, I'm sure Vettel would have came to claim victory in that Grand Prix. Thank you for making me a mod. You didn't need to. Bless. No, man, you're a massive supporter of the channel, so I'm happy to give it anyone who's willing to support the channel, and we're all supporting you, mate, as well, mate. Right? That's what we do, man. We're family here. We're all good. We're all family. We're all love. Right? Stuff all these trolls and everything. And you know how it is. Right? With my everyone's allowed their opinion. Everyone's allowed to have their arguments and that. Anyone that is offensive, right, is warned. Anyone who's offensive again is then timed out. And then if they're offensive a third time, they're blocked. So they get 3 strikes. Simple as that. And I feel that is very fair. And it's basically anyone who's aggressive, anyone who's very offensive. If they are extremely offensive, like racism, sexism, anything like that, it is immediately blocked. I don't care. I don't care who they are. Simple. No matter if you're my best friend, if you come out with offensive comments like that, you are blocked straight away. Simple. Don't care how long you support the channel. If you support the channel for so long, you'll be blocked straight away if you do sort of things like that. We don't stand for that sort of thing.
But could you have imagined if we were around in 2011 streaming for a 6-hour period?
Oh, mate, I would have, me being mad enough, I'll do it. I've done 8 hours, mate. So I've done an 8-hour stream before, so I would have been that mad to do it. But that's the sort. Sometimes the commitment you gotta have. But at least now it's like only 4 hours. But I don't think the last time he only did half a distance, the Monaco Grand Prix, it only was 3 hours. So they didn't do the 4-hour period. It didn't look like they did the 4-hour period for me.
Yeah.
Because it was only a 3-hour stream. So I'm like, hang on, there's still another hour to go yet. You can't have run to the 2-hour limit already. Like, because they hardly did any laps. I'm sorry, it's not exactly like the longest straight. It's not like Spa. But anyway, so Russell tops the time sheets with a 1:36.6 from Verstappen with a 1:37.4. There you go.
Leclerc.
Hey, Russell for pole, yes. Hey, he has pulled out some laps like that with the Williams. Remember that last year?
Yeah, at Spa, famously. Picking his first podium.
If that's the case, I'm hoping Hamilton can do it. If Hamilton can win this, despite that car, I would be gassed. I would say that's it. He's won his one Grand Prix for the season. To keep that record going where he wins in every season, that's it. It's called done. Like, you can turn it in, forget about the rest of the car for the season. Let's go next season. What do you think about Mercedes? So it's now getting Hamilton's saying that the car's getting worse now. Do you feel it's getting to a point that they're going to have to start calling off this? Is it getting to a point for them they're going to have to start pulling the plug on this car? Because because at Spain, it looked like if they just sort the porpoising out, they would have a very, very quick car. It looked like they were on the up. But now they look like they've gone completely backwards again. Saying that, Hamilton's gone second with a 1:36.8.
It's hard to see right now.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, there goes Verstappen in first place.
Oh, what?
Boo.
He had to spoil the party. He always spoils the party. Right? But anyway.
Oh, Alonso, purple first sector.
Ocon gone 1:35. He's second with a 1:35.9. Alonso 5/10 quicker in the second set. This is
Alonso's gone red pit.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I love wet qualifying, because it's more about the driver, not so much about the car. It levels the playing field out a lot, so it becomes more about the driver rather than the actual car. You know what I mean? Is he backed off that lap? He's backed off, I swear.
Why?
Yes, he backed off. He was so much faster.
For what, man, Alonso?
Alonso, what were you doing?
Oh, someone else did take the purple second sector, at least.
Yeah, but he was doing so much faster. Sainz coming around the last corner now. He's on a flyer. What's his time going to be?
Oh, Carlosito. Lovely.
What was that? Perfecto.
Carlosito.
Let me hang on. Let me say.
Oh, here goes Russell. Can Russell take pole? Professional pole? Yes, he can. With a 1:34.9. Lovely.
No, it's perfetto. It's perfect. Masculine is for perfect is in Italian is perfetto. It is perfetto. Norris makes the first mistake, like snatching the brakes at turn 1, having to take the escape road down in turn 2. But here's Perez. He's probably going to do the same mistake. Whoa! Nearly loses the backing completely and takes the runoff here. This is what you're also going to see, a lot of mistakes as well. Mick Schumacher gets away with the last corner, really riding those curves. That's the last thing you want to do in these generation. Don't forget, these generation of cars generate their downforce at the bottom of the car. So if you do that sort of time, if you do that sort of thing in these cars, right, hitting a massive sausage curve, you can wreck the floor of the car, which wrecks all your downforce, right? Unlike last year's generation of cars.
Take first back. Let's go.
2, 33, 34.
Nah,
man. Russell's doing the business, bruv.
Russell and Alonso are so good in the wet weather, man.
Come on, mate. Like I said this season, I'm Hamilton and
Magnussen. Magnussen with a purple first sector. All right.
Magnussen with a purple first sector. Don't think I was also a Norris fan, to be fair, but then, like, but then what he did in I don't think, was it Azerbaijan?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was being a twat. I'm sorry. Yeah, when Hamilton completely moved over to the left and then he just braked, like he had all the space on the right hand side to go past him, right, and carry on, and then he braked, right, to go right beside him or right in front of him. And then Hamilton realised he ain't going to go past him, so King carried on. And then Norris saying he should get a penalty for it. I'm glad those stewards saw it, like saw it that right way and didn't give him a penalty.
Oh, Magnussen.
Magnussen goes fast. He's a 1:34.8. Wow.
But other people did take the... Oh, there goes Russell again.
Russell's going fastest again.
He's
Hamilton, going. Look at Hamilton, though. He's in 13th position.
Oh, Hamilton.
Where's Hamilton got to? You can see the FIA technical directive on the front on that nose. He's 7/10. He's just put personal best in the second. Takes the hairpin well. Controls the power going out of the corner. Right, let me get into some of these comments. So, well, too good to hear. The range always does, mate. It levels the playing field out, so then anyone can get Numerous drivers
Bottas.
can get pole. Bottas goes a 1:34.8, and I think anyone can get pole in these conditions. Probably apart from Williams, I think anyone can get pole because of how. And then Russell goes a 1:33.9 because
But here
of.
comes Verstappen.
It looks like the times are improving lap by lap, so they are.
No.
So the track looks like it's drying out. I don't think it'll dry out completely, but
No.
if the times keep falling, you might see by the end of the session going into intermediates. Because don't forget, intermediates go from literally bone dry to just about bone dry. As you see on board, look at the on board with Alonso with the wet weather. Look, that's great. That's a great view, isn't it? But
Amazing.
yeah, you can go from bone dry, these intermediates, to pretty much to the point they go from pretty much to where there's too much standing water, where you might need full wets, which full wets are usually there where at a point where you need it's getting towards safety car and red flag decisions. And Alonso goes fast is a 1:33.1. So
And
the
here
times
comes
are coming
Sainz.
down. The times are coming down lap by lap.
32.7.
32.7. We're going to see intermediates probably by the end of qualifying. Right, where's Hamilton? Hamilton's got himself back up to 6th. So he's just about keeping there. Stephen going to be unbeatable if Mercedes get pole. Unbearable. No, I won't. I won't. Look, I'm not going to jump for joy because it's only half the job done. Because obviously you still got the race to do. But I will be happy. I think Leclerc will want to do get part. What he wants to do is finish ahead of Tsunoda, so that's one less driver he has to overtake at the start. Because
Well,
Tsunoda,
but
of course, Tsunoda has to take an engine penalty as well, so he'll still be starting alongside him on the back row.
yeah.
Or the Williams. This is why the Williams is the only team I don't think can get pole at all. Do you know what? I'm really disappointed in Williams, and I've said this numerous times. I was expecting Williams after the season they had last season. That I was expecting them to produce a car that they could easily, and Alonso nearly stuck it in a barrier at turn 3 and 4, and that chicane. And don't forget that was the chicane that Vettel got his penalty last time he came here in 2019. The controversial penalty that cost him that cost him the Grand Prix win against Hamilton. But it was controversial because he had nowhere to go to come back on the track. To be fair, right? There's not much else he could have done. But there you go. Rules are rules. Look,
Russell again going fast.
Vet's Leclerc will want to finish ahead.
Whoa.
Leclerc will want to finish ahead of Tsunoda, so that he can start ahead of Tsunoda on the grid, right? So
Yeah.
it's one less driver he has to overtake. Because Tsunoda's going to take an engine penalty as well, guys. Bear that in mind.
Hey,
Don't
by the way,
forget.
what?
Sorry, go on.
I don't know if it was true what I heard, but I read earlier today that something with porpoising would be fixed or something. I don't know. You probably have more knowledge on that than me.
What's that?
I read somewhere today that the FIA came to the teams and saying that for the next race porpoising might be gone or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the new technical that was mentioned about Christian Horner because he was
Oh
saying
yeah.
technical directive so close to the weekend, and plus it's also unnecessary, and it's down to the teams to sort out, not not the FIA, because why should we be punished because other teams can't sort it out? Which, to be fair, Mercedes weren't pushing for it. They were only pushing it from a safety and driver welfare point of view because it might affect their performance as well, you know?
Yeah.
So everyone's saying that Mercedes wanted it just because it sorts out their porpoising problem. No, a number of teams were complaining about it, and it was a driver and welfare thing, and that comes above anything else. I don't care what Christian Horner says. You can moan about, oh yeah, but we've sorted it, so why should we be punished? No, it's down to driver welfare, and if that's the case, that comes above anything, right? But then you're sitting there and saying that we should change the budget cap rule. Why should we change the budget cap rule? because you spent all your money. Other teams have been able to manage their budgets despite the cost of living crisis. Don't forget, most of these teams are in Great Britain too, mate, and they've been managing it. Williams have been managing it, right? McLaren have been managing it. So why is it like that they can manage it, but you can't, and you need more money? And if we give you more money, you'll spend it all, and then said you need more because of cost of living crisis. The only way it'll work is if we say that's the budget and you're not getting any more. That's the only way it works.
Yeah.
So, and you can't have one energy for one rule and then one energy from another. You know what I mean? You can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I can't stand him. He's an hypocrite. He wants all the rules to suit him, right? Not the benefit of Formula One. I know, like, Total Wolf can be like that sometimes, right? And so is every other team principal. But most of them do see the general welfare of their drivers and the benefit of Formula One in general. Christian Horner only wants to benefit himself. And he's proven that on a number of occasions. This is Sainz time to step up. Yeah, and he's doing it so far. 1:32.7. There are drivers still putting faster seconds. There's still time. He's nearly ready for. I told you it's nearly ready for inters.
Can Russell take first place here? No. Can Verstappen take first? Yes, he can with 500 seconds between them. Wow, that's quite.
Let me see if I can get into.
Oh, yellow flag! Yellow flags.
Yellow flag.
Could that have been Verstappen, who just came out of the first sector? Oh, fuck off! Fuck off!
Carlos Sainz. Oh, he's all right. He just went down the escape road. He's okay.
Yeah, but
he's all right. Calm down. Calm down.
For crying out loud.
He's only just gone. It's an easy mistake to make in the wet. Okay, calm your skins. Right? Jesus Christ. You'll have a fit over anything, you will.
I just don't want us to make mistakes.
I know, we all don't, but like, don't worry. Like, if he sits it in the wall, then you can panic.
Could Perez be pushed out there?
Yeah, Perez could be
not
pushed
by
out
Vettel.
There. 8 seconds remaining. Gasly's set in the faster sector. Alonso's gone second though with a 1:32.2. Set only 500
Gasly.
off.
Gasly no.
Gets himself.
Ricciardo. Ricciardo goes above him. 2 more cars. Can 2 more cars on the grid? Like Vettel maybe?
Oh no, Hamilton's 12th. I'd rather look. I don't really want to see Hamilton on the bubble.
Norris is still. Oh, Latifi. Could Norris be pushed out here? Can Latifi? No, nowhere close. Nowhere close.
Albon is into the top 10. It's top 15.
Wow.
Look at that. Even Albon's beating Latifi. I'm sorry, Latifi's got to go. He's shit. I know he's like, it's his home race and he can't even get out of the. He can't even get out of the He can't get out of Is Vettel doing another lap though? He can't even get out of the bottom 15.
Vettel is.
He's going for another lap.
No. Oh no,
He's going for another lap. Is he gonna get it? 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 Is he gonna get it?
No.
No, he's out as well.
Oh, that's a shame.
No.
Again, proving that Aston Martins are tractors.
To me, baby.
Oh, maybe a little bit of a lock-up there, yeah, on the front right tire.
So, who was 16th? Who was 16th in the end?
16th was Gasly. Gasly, by the way, yeah. Oh, turn incident involving Leclerc and Albon and Sainz will be investigated after the session. Driving unnecessary slowly. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you'll be alright.
I hope so. But yeah, those Aston Martins are such terrible cars. Like they're just tractors basically. Is Albon doing another lap or something? The speed he's going at?
Oh, look at Strong. You know what? The Aston Martins were showing a good turn of pace.
Yeah, in Baku
In
they.
no, not in just Baku, not in Baku really. It was back in the practice sessions. Lance
Oh yeah,
Stroll. Let me put Lance Stroll. Who was 19th? Shit,
Latifi
Latifi.
and Tsunoda 20th.
Uh, so that
So
means
Leclerc
so
will start 19th then.
yeah.
Yay, one more spot.
Well, it helps, doesn't it? Every little helps. Hey, you never know. He might do what Hamilton did in Brazil.
Nah, we don't have the
Well,
strategies for it.
yeah. Plus, also, right. So there you go. Those are the drivers that have been eliminated from Q1. I'm shocked by yeah, they were showing a good pace. And Stroll actually good in the rain. Look at Turkey. Yeah, that was like an ice skating rink. So you remember that? It was this ice skating rink, that Grand Prix. They were so slow. I remember so slow off the line. The Red Bulls. I remember when when the Grand Prix went, Hamilton just had to avoid them because it looked like they hit the stall button. Like they literally looked like they didn't hit anti-stall. They literally just hit stall. They didn't move. Everyone else started moving, but they didn't. Red Bull didn't move at all. Oh, sorry. I'm still adjusting getting dinner now. Jinxed. Anyway, it's going. It's only way it's going. It's down for. Is down for Ferrari. Yeah, Aston Martin will be disappointed. Hey, the owner will put. I'm gonna call him Darth Stroll because like he was like an absolute like someone you didn't want to fuck with. You know what I mean? That's how he was. He was horrible. I need to just look into lifetime. Again, live timing. I don't know why it's not working on it. I'm gonna update the Google and everything on it as well. Oh, do we have to listen to Christian or not? I'm so glad I have it on mute. Don't have to listen to that twat after what he's been blurting out about the rules. Let's change the rules so it all suits me. Cause I can't spend my money. Do you know what? It's like a little kid
Oh,
when you. It's like a little kid when you give him 10 quid. He spends it all on sweets and then goes ask his mum for more when he knows he's not going to get any for his pocket money. You know what I mean?
that that was a
Oh,
bit dangerous from the Ferrari. Dangerous rejoining of the track on Ocon there. I couldn't really call who it was, but it was a Ferrari at least.
he's like, yeah. Honestly, he's like a little kid at a candy store. He's like a little kid when you give him 10 quid, and he knows the kid knows he's only going to get 10 quid of pocket money every week, but he goes spends it straight away, right, on the first day, right, all of his 10 quid, and then goes begs his mum for more money because he needs something else. You know what I mean? By the way, I'm getting a fridge for me bedroom as well.
Q2 is underway.
I'm getting a drinks fridge for me.
That's cool.
I don't know, man.
Literally cool.
It's quite expensive actually, to be fair. Because I had to make sure it's a good energy rating.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even working on here. What the hell?
Mate, it was so warm in here today. It was like...
Yeah, that's the point. I just thought I'd keep the drinks cool in the fridge, and that way I save me walking up downstairs all the time.
It was like 35 degrees here today.
Oh, yesterday I was really suffering. It felt like someone was putting weights on my head and then
Yeah.
pushing them in. Like
I had that work today.
that.
I
That
don't know
was.
why I had to work today. It was so
It was so.
unbearable.
It was like when I went to Florida in 2019. When I walked outside, it was boom, warmth, heat, boom, and I was like,
Ooh,
where's the storm?"
some people on the Inters already.
I know. Yeah, they are.
Albon is on the
Why not?
Inters. Yeah, why
Got the
not?
dry line there. Look at it. Just got to be careful. This is where you're gonna have to be careful because you got that dry line, but you still got puddles of standing water. And if you're not careful, I'm telling you now, this is where we could see a few accidents if drivers aren't careful on new intermediates because it looks drier. It's dried out a lot actually. You never
And
know
then
if it
it's
keeps
definitely on
drying
the
out. Like
crossover.
if it's he's on full wets. So someone going full wet, someone going int. But look at the standing water when you come into turn one. Look, that's what you
Yeah,
got to
that's
be
a lot.
careful of. That's what you got to be careful of when you're on the inters. You fill up like
Man, it is still
intermediates.
raining.
Now, for people that don't know, the difference between intermediates and the wets is the tread. Intermediates can go from bone dry operating window to pretty much full wet, where it's so much standing water you need a full wet, where you can really looking at possibly having to look at a possible safety car situation because of the amount of standing water. But these are how good these intermediates, and they chuck out around about the maximum they can chuck out per second of water is 25 liters per second. If they go over the 25 liters per second, they fill up all the little treads in the in the tire that it becomes basically like a slick, and then that becomes like driving on ice, right? And that's where you then called aquaplane. And when you aquaplane off the road, it means you can't brake, you can't accelerate, you can't steer, and you just go sliding into the wall. Same with the wet tire, and if you hit really big, the wet tire does 60 liters per 50 to 60 liters per second. I think 60 liters per second. And if he really does it, if you overfill that tire tread, you just aquaplane off the road. It's what happened to Bianchi in 2014 in Japan when he slid off the road and went into that tractor. He aquaplaned straight off the road and he couldn't do anything. Oh, he'd be alright, mate. I don't think there'll be much in that, to be fair. I didn't see much in it.
Yeah, but there's
I
like
remember Verstappen crying when Zhou, but yeah, remember that, sitting by the bin crying.
Oh, yellow flags. Oh, please don't let it be Sainz. If I see a Ferrari car in the yellow flag, man.
Horner also one of them people who probably took. Yeah.
Oh, it's Albon. It's Albon.
Albon. I told
Albon's been
you.
dead.
That's the risk you're gonna take. That's the risk you're gonna take.
Yep. Will
He's
that
put
be
it.
enough?
Will he get it out of there? He should get it out of there, to be fair. Yeah, there you go. He gets it out of there. Ruined everyone's rut, bro. Sorry.
I didn't see like the barrier was that much damage, so I didn't think it was. I don't think
have
it
a
was a
look.
big impact.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, he just couldn't get it turning, and
He's locked up. He locked up, so he won't go turning. That's a bit of an impact. But to be fair,
Oh,
those front wings.
Perez!
Perez is in the wall. Perez has done the same thing in the wall.
Another
Hamilton
intermediate
was. I
driver.
think Hamilton was
And
right.
that's
It's on the crossover, but it's not quite there yet.
that could
And some
be.
drivers are
Yes, the
taking the
engine is
risk.
off.
I think some
Perez is
drivers take the
off.
risk. I think some drivers are taking the risk too early.
Yeah.
Why take the risk so early? Hamilton was right. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. And look at that. This is what happens when you're on the crossover. When you're on the crossover, it's so easy. Look, just brakes
The
too
front right
late.
tire
Brakes too late.
just.
Oh, that's a massive impact.
Look at the front right tire. It
Oh, here you go.
completely locked up.
This is where Horner goes. We need to increase the budget cap. I've had to spend more money on the front wing. Because my drivers are shit.
Yeah, red flag.
Now we just need red flag. So Perez is out of the qualifying. Sorry, I nearly said the race.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Right?
But wow, that front right tire just completely didn't move at all. It was
No,
just
he locked
gone.
up. You tried to turn in. The first thing you do is turn in whilst trying to brake in the wet. Because when you're in the wet and you're trying to turn in, and look at it, he's pissed off with himself. You turn in when you're trying to brake in the wet. There's only one way you're going, straight on.
Yeah.
It's never going to work.
So yeah, Sainz will not make it out of Q2, I think. Unless everyone in there below him has a mare, but it would be a miracle for Sainz to get into Q3 now. Like, not that he would be able to drive, I think, but still.
So while we wait for that to sort itself out, so we got 8 minutes of the session left while this is going on.
The recent guest
Perez never really had a good qualifying in recent times in Canada. Good point. Go on, you were saying.
So the reason Perez went out is the braking completely failed on the front left tire, so he just couldn't brake it all in the last 2 laps. So yeah, he couldn't get a good lap in. Gasly.
Ah, okay. Oops. Well, that's one of them out. Just need the other one out now. If you get the other one out, you won the Grand Prix, mate.
Not necessarily.
Unless the car blows up again.
Leclerc would still need to get 90-1, and I don't see Sainz winning a race. In all fairness, I love Sainz, you know that.
But it stops their momentum.
True.
But I think Sainz would win with that car, to be fair. He's not that far off Leclerc in terms of pace, to be fair. Right? But I'll tell you what. The only thing that would stop him is if his car blew up.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd remind you. Why is it this doesn't work anymore?
It's just gone away all of a sudden.
Hey, yeah, we got it.
Wow.
I got the I've got it. I
For
got the
now.
live time
For now.
for now. I'm gonna find out tomorrow how it's not turning up on my TV on my computer. If I can get it work on my computer again, then I can use it. Right. So let me hit
Leclerc.
Sebastian.
Oh,
Gonna give you Sebastian Vettel's video after Q1.
Q2, you mean?
Can't be. What was that? So different to this morning. So different. And no grip. Felt like the real left was broken, man. Oh, man!
Oh, he's not happy. Daniel Ricciardo.
I'm going to pull the rears a bit to space behind. Or is someone pushing? Have Sainz pushing 7 seconds.
Right. So, after the session, stewards will be investigating Turn 14 incident involving Charles Leclerc and Alex Albon. It would also be investigating Turn 8 after the which involves car number 10, which is failing to follow the race director's instructions. That's Gasly.
Yeah.
Could that be something to do with his brakes? Could
No,
be.
I think I saw I saw a
I think
replay.
Albon might have got away with that with his front wing. I don't think it took too. These front wings look very much stronger than last year's. But then,
Yeah.
to be fair, the whole frontal of the car is supposed to take so many. That oh, he has put a new front wing on, but those front wings have been the whole front of the car is supposed to take 15% more impact. You make man. Anyone who's in the chat though, if anyone does want to leave a comment, please do. Right, we don't bite. we offer good debates. Right, please do leave a comment if you want them. Like if you are free to do so.
Leclerc was saying like I think we gained a position by getting out of Q2 compared to Yuki, so it's only one position, but we'll take it. No, but the reason Gasly's getting investigated, like I saw a replay where he just he rejoined the track in an unsafe way. Like there were
That's
no
it.
cars.
So why did you say that then?
Well, that's not the reason he was investigating. He just couldn't get a lap in because the brakes weren't working properly.
Right. This is Valtteri Bottas. Race resuming.
I'm still in the pit lane, so
4 minutes
at the
time.
end of the pit lane. Copy. Switch off, I guess. Switch ignition off for now. Just ignition. Copy. Yeah, keep high voltage on, just the ignition off, and we'll come and get you.
So, so that's Perez out of the qualifying. I say again, fuck's sake. Such a shame.
That seems like a nice
Okay, so a little bit of time to gain exit off turn 7.
Alonso.
Currently still P1 with that lap. Just managing temperatures here. And stay positive on the brakes as much as you can.
I really do hope. I really want Ferrari to win this championship, man. I don't want Max to make it another championship. I don't think he won't reach 7. He won't reach 7. because the FIA are going to keep changing the formula so that teams that are at the top won't stay at the top.
Mhm.
But yeah, so like they won't remain at the top. You know what I mean? Like they'll keep changing it to mix up and close the grid up, because that was the whole point. They're going to keep changing the rules so that everyone becomes level, and because they're leveling the playing field, right? To like with the budget caps and everything like that. And this is why Horner wanted to increase the budget cap. Really, he doesn't want to level the playing field, which is for the benefit of the fans and F1, right? Which even Toto Wolff could see, which is why Toto Wolff's not moaning about it, right? Because he's more worried about the benefit of the Formula One and the spectacle it brings, yeah, right. But if you keep leveling up the playing field, this is what I'm saying. You level up the playing field the way you're going, right? Then you're going to have one team win a World Championship, then another team win it, then another team win it, then another team win it. So it'd be very difficult for someone to dominate for 7 seasons. By the way, don't forget, people, it is also what is it? 13 days until the release of what is it? F1 22.
Wow. I thought it was later. Alright, Sainz there's no further investigation.
Science, no investigation. So, see, there you go. What did I tell you?
You never know.
Oh, no. For Champions Edition, you get 3-day early access. So, I got the Champions Edition. So, I'm going to get them. I also ordered it at a time when the Miami Grand Prix was happening. So, I should get a Miami cap and a shirt, right, with it. And also, I'm going to get, 3 early access. So, instead of 13 days, it's 12, 11, 10 days. 10 days, less than 2 weeks. Just over a week. Have you ordered it?
No, I haven't.
Should, man. You get the Champions Edition as well. I know it's expensive, but it's worth it. I also got to get F1 Manager.
Oh yeah, when is that out?
Coming out in August. That's in August. But I'm saving up July to get it in August. So the sole remaining Red Bull is now out. The session has restarted. Guys. Right, so there was correction on the timing. Instead of 8 minutes left on the clock, it's now 9 minutes left. It was 9 minutes left on the clock, but now it's 8 minutes now. They had to change. They originally said it was 8 minutes left on the clock, but actually it was 9 minutes. So everyone got an extra minute in that case to try and do their laps. So I think that's Lewis Hamilton on board. Dry line is starting to appear, so he's looking at towards maybe even dries. It's way too early. It's still too early.
Yeah, you can still see spray from the cars, and there's clearly water on the track.
If you so much as touch, the problem with dries is if you so much as touch the water on slick tires, you'll go straight off the wall. But you look at it, you can see a very visible dry line. But you need a dry line throughout the whole lap to be able to. You'll need to see that dry line be so dry throughout the whole lap to be able to keep it on the road and keep the tyre temperature up. It's all about tyre temperature. If you can keep the tyre temperature in the operating window, the tyre will work and you'll be able to stay on the circuit. But if you're having to drive so slowly and tentatively because the amount of water, so like here at turn 1, because there's so much water, standing water on the road, it's not so much about aquaplaning and drive it like it becoming driving on ice, but you can't even drive to keep it safe on the road. Like, you can't keep it on the road and be able to turn in right and left and like have the grip coming out of corners because of the lack of tyre temperature. Tyre temperature in these tyres are key. Just 1 degree outside of these tyres operating window can cause you so much loss, about half a second sometimes to a second in time, because of how sensitive they are to tyre temperatures, because of the amount of grip you lose. There we go. So Bottas, a 1:31.5, goes for Magnussen.
Oh,
Russell nearly lost it. That's what I'm saying. It's still too early for the dries. You did that in a dry tyre, you would have been off.
Yeah.
But Russell's only setting personal best. He's not setting flyers.
Yeah, Verstappen keeps taking them. Hamilton. Oh, and there he goes again.
Oh, Russell.
Oh, and there he goes again.
But look at Verstappen.
Oops, another spot. Oh, 1.3 second gap. Holy hell.
Hamilton 2 seconds down. And 88. Hamilton's also now 88 points behind the leader in the championship. You wouldn't have, if you said that last season, that next season he'd be 88 points behind the leader by the time he reached around 9. You would have said, fuck off. Hamilton would never be like that. Maybe his time is coming to an end.
Yeah.
I don't want to think that. Like, I'm never going to believe that. I'm always going to think he's still at the top of it. He is still at the top of his game. But the car's just not working. It's just not working.
He keeps going down. He keeps going down the grid. Already in 9th now.
He's going so drastic. He's also going so drastic on setup, which is why they've said it. Like, why Russell's been so much faster is because Russell's been focused on just going for the more conventional setup to to prove how good he is.
Hamilton second.
Yeah, whereas Hamilton, for example, Hamilton's been going. Yeah, I know, but Hamilton's been going so much more drastic on setup, which is why he's been slower than Russell, to try and see if he can get performance out of his car and understand how this car can be unlocked and work. That's why he's been behind him. And the pundits have said that. Well, especially Russell's just been more conventional, just to do the general setup for this track. So that's why, yesterday in FP2, he was 7th in Russell, 13th in Hamilton, because of the drastic setup he was doing. Who will replace Hamilton at Mercedes? I thought, good crowd. Who would? I think it'll be. It might be another talent that they've got coming up for the ranks, but I don't think it would, because they don't got anyone there.
Nick de Vries?
Nah, you can't just put him straight into a big team. He ain't going to get promoted straight into a big team, is he?
No.
He's not part of the Mercedes program either. He's part of the McLaren program once.
Can Verstappen stop selling purple sectors?
Because the reason de Vries didn't get into F1 eventually was because McLaren cut him away from the program.
Yeah,
which was a big mistake because he then won the championship on his own without them. Hulkenberg, nah, I wouldn't say Hulkenberg.
Nah, Hulkenberg did terribly with Aston Martin in the first 2 races. I mean, he's just not good enough, is he?
Sainz.
Would he be good enough for Mercedes?
Might be. As a number 2 driver to Russell. Because, I'll tell you for why. Because Schumacher's going to have to go in there at some point.
Yeah, but
Mick Schumacher's starting to improve as a driver in this season.
Talking about Schumacher, he set a purple first sector.
That's what I'm saying. He's starting to improve as a driver. Hamilton he's just dropped down into the bottom 10. He needs to get himself out of it. I think he will, though. Ocon, Norris, fitting personal best. So Perez is definitely out now. And he's now 13th.
And he will be 14th.
Oh, Ocon is a good shout.
Oh yeah.
Because he used to be a Mercedes Academy driver, didn't he? Right, because he worked with the team as a reserve driver. Remember, during the season 2019. Because I remember after 2018, after he tried to run that in Abu Dhabi, I think it was Abu Dhabi, after he hit Brazil, after he hit Verstappen in Brazil, trying to unlap himself, right? Toto Wolff said in the press conference he's going to be working with us on how to develop the car and be a reserve driver and get himself ready for first seat in 2020. And then Christian Horner, just like a side comment, is showing him the rules might help, wouldn't it? And I'm like, yeah, and like showing the rules for your driver, Max Verstappen, amount of times he hit Hamilton that season, and other drivers that season could be helpful as well, and also the flags as well, because he also said, yeah, Hamilton, he should get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 4th.
Albon won't get it. No.
Oh, he goes 11th though.
Ocon is still driving though, so Ocon could still.
Sorry. So he said. Because he said he also showing what the flags mean. And I said I remember at the time saying that, and I'm like, and Hamilton and Verstappen Verstappen clearly knows all the flag rules, doesn't he? Like he always ignores the yellow flag, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's.
Sorry, and Ocon just squeezes through. Both. Norris is out.
Norris, Perez, Leclerc, and Bottas and Albon are out of the session. To be honest, if Leclerc was racing and Perez didn't crash, 15 was Leclerc.
Oh yeah.
And Norris actually didn't set the time, so Norris is 14th, and then Perez 13th, Albon 12th, and Bottas 11th. Schumacher into Q3. That's nice to see always.
$13th for me.
14th is Norris.
13th.
Perez.
Oh yeah, Sergio Perez, wasn't it? Well, that's one Red Bull taken care of.
Q3 will start at 5 local time, so only 5 minutes now.
So 12th would be
Albon.
Alexander. Not great. Well, 11th would been not Daniel Ricciardo. It was it Magnussen?
No, Valtteri Bottas.
Valtteri Bottas.
Yes.
Just gonna quickly do that. And do that. And there's your driver's limit for you. Oh, Adam, how you doing, my friend? Bit late,
I'm
mate.
good.
Hi, Adam.
Sorry, I was out.
Okay. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good.
Wicked. What do you think of qualifying so far, mate?
You know, I just hope Sainz can do well because obviously Leclerc's going to be starting from the back. I believe so. That's what I heard. So
Who?
yeah, I just hope that Sainz can get the best result.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc will be starting 19th because of engine penalties. He's taking 4 components. I don't say why not just take a whole power unit. If you're going to get a penalty, instead of 4 components, take the whole lot, take the whole 6, and the whole
Yeah,
and that means you've got all basically a brand new. You basically bought yourself a brand new. For you're getting a penalty anyway, so you're
yeah,
going to be starting the back of the grid. So in that case, then you're going to get a whole new power unit for free.
yeah. How are you, Stephen?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, the weather's not been helping me in terms of health wise. It's been like
Too
difficult to
warm.
cope with. But now it's cooled down a bit. I am feeling a bit better.
Congrats on
Big up
100
game.
subs, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for that. Big up Games FC. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Make sure you hit the like. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you also hit the subscribe button and share button, please do. If you're from SFeatleyTV as well, please do hit the subscribe button for this one because even if you're not too much of an F1 fan, it does support SFeatleyTV's charitable cause, which is raising money and awareness for Children's Liver Disease Foundation. So please do support the channel. So when it does, if we do get some monetization on this channel, because we're now on the road to 200. If we ever do get some monetization on this channel, I would would love you to please, right? Sorry, man. If we half, not all of the money, right? Unlike SVTV, where all the money goes to the charity, only half of the money from this channel that is made goes to the charity, right? So
How are you,
there you
Tycho?
go.
I'm alright, man. I'm alright.
I've
It's
just
very warm
noticed.
yesterday as well.
Yeah, I've just noticed a new channel, mate. I've subscribed. Big up, my friend. Thank you very much. And if you know anyone that you know Games FC that is an F1 fan, please do share the channel with them, as I might not be able to do as recently. I haven't been able to do the content that I want to do on the channel. Hopefully next week I should be able to. Now I've got more time because there's no football. And if we do, I would. If you do try and get people to watch it, it would be great because like when it comes to football, I know a fair bit of my knowledge, right? But when it comes to F1, my F1 knowledge is far, far superior to my football knowledge. Like
Stephen,
it's one of the best.
I'll
Sorry?
get my mates to sub to you.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Because I get them to like anyone that wants to know more about F1. This is the place to watch because my F1 knowledge is one of the best out there
You're
when
an
it
F1
comes to this.
encyclopedia.
Yeah, to be fair, I might not keep too much to the news of it, but once I hear about certain news and technical directives, like when I hear about new generation of cars and all that, I try to learn straight away how these new cars work and everything like that. That's why,
Yeah.
in the F1 games, I can set up my own car to every detail because A, it's easy to do, like unlike some games, and B, it's I know what sort of balance helps for certain circuits, and I know how it does in terms of the best for my driving style in the game. So yeah,
Yeah.
go
If
on.
anyone wants to know about MotoGP, feel free to subscribe. I'm joking.
No, mate. If you want to shout out your channel, go for it, mate.
Just thought because I'm into MotoGP and there wasn't any channels that like yours, for example. So I thought, why not do it myself?
Yeah, mate. Just mate. Just the only thing I'd ask, the only thing I'd say to do is try and stream regularly, but also stay consistent. Not doing one stream at one time here, one stream at another time there. If you see with most of my channels, everyone know usually what date it's on and time it's at, because I don't change the date and time for every week, so they know which time and date they expect. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, so try not to mix and match what times and dates are to our certain streams. Try and, if you're gonna do one particular show, like a news show, stick to it. We're gonna do it every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for example. We're gonna do it every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We're gonna do this show. Then they know next week 7 p.m. on a Tuesday to check it out. And then start with any show that you watch on any major channels. Like, for example, Chernobyl was on when it was going on every week on Sky 1. It was on other channels are available. It was on at 9 p.m. every on a Friday. I think it was a Thursday.
Yeah.
No, it came out Wednesday. Sorry, I wanted to watch it on a Thursday before I went to the hospital, so it was on a Wednesday at 9 p.m. every week. Same as the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, that comes out on the Wednesday, the day before,
I was
every
not a
week.
fan of that.
Oh, why not? It's quality, mate.
I like some of the episodes, but some are also.
Nah, I think all of them are great.
I haven't kept up. I used to be a big Star Wars fan. I haven't really watched a lot.
Which ones haven't you watched?
Well, I have watched The Mandalorian, but I haven't watched Book of Boba Fett.
You watched all the movies?
I've watched all the movies.
Right, what you should do then is you should. I've done all the animated Clone Wars.
I've seen Clone Wars.
Yeah, that helps to link what story comes out of like Star Wars Rebels and the other characters in the other shows, right? Then do before after the Clone Wars, do the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Last episode, it did flashbacks to when they Anakin and Obi-Wan fought each other when he was a Padawan, right, in a practice battle. It was really good. It was really cool.
Have you watched Rebels, Adam?
Plus also flashbacks to that Inquisitor when Order 66 was carried out. She was in the temple that night, so that's how she knew who Darth Vader was. How he knew he was Anakin, because she saw him slaughter her family that was in the Jedi temple.
Yeah.
Like she saw her family, her other Jedi family, slaughtered while she lay with the bodies, like pretending to be dead. Like, which is dark, but it was sort of cool to see like that carried out. But anyway, sorry, back to the main topic. Verstappen is on a 1:22.7. This is in wet qualifying. The difference here is drivers will continue to pump out laps every single lap rather than actually pit. Well, unlike usual, where you'll see them do a fast lap, then slow down, come to the pitch, change the tyres to do one more lap and get those 2 laps in that they get the enough time to do in third qualifying. Right, this is where they actually forget about that and they actually go straight for it. Like, they just go out on intermediates and just keep pumping laps out every single lap.
I just hope we get a
Without
new
fail.
winner tomorrow and not a Red Bull, because
Hey mate, well look at Mercedes, the way they were going, I was just hoping that it stays wet for the rest of the evening. Rest of the
Hamilton
evening
into the
into
pits
tomorrow.
now. Alright.
Oh, Hamilton's pitted and Manderson.
And
But that's what
Schumacher.
that's what you usually expect though in qualifying in the wet. They would pit. I think some of them might be going to dries.
Steven, have you ever watched MotoGP?
No. Not interested.
Mm.
By the way, we warm us into it by doing some reaction. I don't watch Formula 1 at all. At all. Too many into it by doing. I do some highlight videos, mate. So you might keep up for those. If people want me to do highlight videos again, then I'll spend all evening doing highlight videos. I've also got to do. If I've got to do other watch-along highlights from some of the games during Arsenal's campaign last season. Star Wars is. Yeah, it is cool, man. It's cool.
Star Wars Watchalong. This does put a smile on my face.
Yeah, hang on. Gay Evans FC. Let's not. No. Let's leave that out now. No. Right. To be fair, can we leave that out, please, mate? Because that's not right. Right.
Well, that would be
Can't support
controversial, but not good
No, I
controversial.
can't support anyone that put up a racial flag, right, at all. Right, because what they're doing right now is wrong, disgusting, and I can't stand them. Right, so let's not please go there. I don't want to be causing a problem in this chat, especially with people like Andre, who's like his family's out there in Ukraine right now, right, and it's not.
Oh no!
No, it's not even
No.
What
What?
happened?
Oh my stream. Oh no, it's back. Never mind. My
Oh,
stream
Yeah,
glitched for a second.
let's not go into that because it's not fair on people like Andre, where his family is struggling like now because of what's going on in there. He's just about safe because despite that, big ups panel and chat. Sorry I can't join and show my support to all. Yeah, big up, Miss Mel. I know you were desperate to have it last year, and I know. And the year before, and it's back this year. It's back, and it's quite an interesting qualifying, which could spice up things for the race. Miss Mel, if you are free tomorrow at 7 p.m. or 6:30 p.m., we go live at 6:30. We go live at 6:30, mate. We go.
is Canada behind or?
Yes. Yeah, they're 5 hours behind us. They're in North America. Oh, and Verstappen goes fastest again with a 1:21.6. Oh, Russell's spun.
Oh, Russell.
He tried to go for dries.
Damn it, George.
He's alright. That's not alright. It's alright.
The rear wing is gone. The rear wing. Look at that flap.
No, he'll be alright. Don't look that bad.
I think that's qualifying over for him.
No, he's all right.
Yeah, he just touched the wet already there and then completely lost it.
Yeah, he brushed the barrier. He'll be all right.
Actually, since everyone's doing watchalongs, I think a good way to grow my community would be doing watchalongs.
Hang on. Yeah, it'll be good to watch the watchalongs of you bowling it. Hey, Danny, let's leave it up, man. Like, right, you got Basuma, very funny. Leave it out. And by the way, this ain't a football stream. This is an F1. This is an F1 channel. We talk about that on SFeatleyTV when we got the chance, mate. Which, by the way, we're doing the Arsenal gossip column on tomorrow anyway, so we can discuss all that then. If you want to tune in and banter us.
Hamilton takes second for now.
So it's right, yeah, like Games of the Sea. Let's just give Andre all the support that he deserves, like that and the rest of his people, because like they're suffering right now and for no reason whatsoever. Oh, Hamilton is second. Let's go.
Come on, Sainz.
Let's go, my friend.
Yes, come on, Carlos.
Who's
Let's
winning?
go.
Red Bull. Well, come on, Lewis.
Just anyone but Red Bull winning tomorrow because it's getting so.
Come on,
I
Carlos.
think I can speak for all of us when I say we don't like Red Bull. I mean, I don't know about
Hamilton's not getting any faster.
Nah, that's...
Yeah, I'm gonna do Watchalong tomorrow then.
Of what?
The German race tomorrow.
For what? The MotoGP?
Yeah.
Well, if you're a MotoGP channel, then that's what you should be doing.
He's setting purple sectors again. Come on, Sainz, come on.
Yeah. Come on.
But Sainz with a purple sector, then a fastest second, a purple with second sector.
Come on, Carlos. Come on.
Max attacks the last corner with the curbs, runs to the wall. Hang on. He will go fastest with a 1:21.2. But here comes Sainz. Oh, he's had a little correction. That could cost him pole. No, he's lost now because of that little correction right at the end.
Oh, it's 9/10 also. Or 8/10. Fucking hell.
No, because that little correction, that little mistake. What's happened to Ferrari? Yeah, Leclerc's taken a penalty. So he'll start at the 19th.
Oh, Alonso, man, how?
Sainz has just popped into second. Alonso's popped to second ahead of Sainz.
Man, Sainz.
Just that little mistake. That little tiny mistake. I think Sainz will get past Alonso within the first few laps.
P3 for Alonso, though. That would be.
Oh, there's lightning where we are. And by the way, there's lightning here at in Suffolk and thunder. So if I lose connection, yeah, I know. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
No.
I heard a bit of rumbling.
Yeah, and that's not my arse.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Well, I would hope so.
By the way, in the future, right? If you want SFeatleyF1 is all right for now, but if we get to monetization, same as SFeatleyTV, let's just try and limit the swearing because then it doesn't hit the I should be trying to do better as well, and I was doing it at one point, but it then doesn't harm the how much money we make. If you want
I don't get that, to be honest.
Yeah, it does in a sense because only then certain people should be watching it because like adults should only be watching it if you're swearing that much because kids shouldn't be watching people swearing, and
I do.
But in the law they really shouldn't. Like in the law or ethics, but they shouldn't really. Right, so like if we're on SFeatleyTV in the future, right, and then also if SFeatleyF1 gets monetized, please do as much as I do as well, and I should stop as well, and I'm trying to myself. Could we not try and swear so much? Because then that way we're trying our best to help the charity by giving it as much money as possible. Because it is a lot of money that we might lose out on. Alonso running back the years, brilliant qualifying for a few teams. Yeah, it's Stephen who had a curry. No, I had lobster spaghetti for dinner actually, mate. For the lobster spaghetti. I've cooked raw lobster tail.
Mamma mia!
Lobster tail.
And it's a dish if you watch Hell's Kitchen, it's there's an appetizer on that show.
Well, now I'm just going to watch Hell's Kitchen tonight.
Like, it's awesome. I made it the other day. It's quality.
Chef Stephen.
I mean, look, I bought a new knife set. I bought a new knife set for it. Right, and these knife sets, they're a bit expensive. And the reason they're expensive is because they're the best you can get. Right, they're used by professional chefs around the world, and they're lifetime guarantee.
Nice.
The qualifying for Haas, I mean, 5th and 6th, I think it was.
Yeah, good qualifying for Haas. So, yeah, man. Look, these are my knife set.
Is that a lobster or what?
No, that's my new knife set. Look at the block.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of knives.
And you see the block that's at the back of it. That's where all knives go in, and they self sharpen when they're in there. So when you take it out and put it back in again, where's the chef knife one? There you go. There's a chef's knife.
Oh shit! I need to charge my phone. Sorry.
There's a chef's knife.
Oh yeah.
Quality. Henkel's.
I can barely see it, mate. It's very light.
There you go.
Oh, and now your camera's stuck.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Henkel's winning knife sets. Like, best quality you can get, mate. Cost an absolute fortune, but luckily there was some repayments for my student loan that I could have, which meant I came into a bit of money.
Petition to see Gordon Ramsay versus Stephen Featley cook off.
No, mate, he followed me, mate. He followed me. Like, because the amount of he followed me for it, mate. I'm not that good. Hang on, let me go back to that. But anyway, let's go. Before this goes, this internet dies, let me give you the last four. Hang on. Sorry, I can barely see me eyes. Eyes are struggling to cope. It's because I've just taken my painkillers, so it's helping me a little bit. Right. Canada. Circuit. Actually, schedule, sorry. Qualifying results. Right. So, let's get that up. Right, so the results from qualifying are Fernando Alonso.
Oh, that's breakfast for you, mate.
Oh, it's practice 3, isn't it? Fuck that.
I don't think qualifying results are out yet. Oh, they might be.
Can't find it in a minute.
Do you want me to share my screen? I have it right here.
Yeah, can you share your screen for us?
Yep.
Yeah, share your screen and we'll just go through it. Sorry about that, guys. We're just going to go through it right now. My face. Yeah, it's only qualifying. Yeah, Sunday's the race games, FC. You have qualifying on Saturday, and then Sunday you have the race. In 3 Grand Prix, we've already had one of them being at Imola. There is what they call the sprint weekend. So what we do is we have qualifying on the Friday instead of a Saturday. Then Saturday. Hang on, Tio.
Yeah.
I'm seeing only myself.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you to finish.
Wait. Yeah. Quickly change it while I'm doing it. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Right. So yeah, then we have Saturday. We have the sprint race, right? And then we have the actual then the sprint race does is that's like a qualifying, so like sprint qualifying sprint race, right? Where it's only 100 kilometer distance instead of the amount of 300 kilometers, right? And then what we do is then from that sprint race sets the grid for the actual race on the Sunday. That's on a sprint weekend, and that's to happen at, I think is it supposed to happen at Interlagos again as well?
I think so.
It's Interlagos, and I think it's Austria, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, so Austria has it's qualifying on the Friday.
Yeah.
Then you have the sprint race. That sets the grid for the sprint race on the Saturday, and then the sprint race sets the grid. The result of the sprint race sets the grid for the race, right? That's all happened on a sprint weekend, and we've already had that in Imola, and then we have that on, and then we have that. So 2 more Grand Prix as they're trialing this out in a minute. Austria, and then we have also have it at, I believe it's Interlagos once again as well. Yeah, Interlagos, because I think they went back to Interlagos because it was really good. Right. Here I was thinking that the race was it's just on a Sunday. I told you I have no clue about how, but how could I forget? Yeah, and that's alright. It's easy. It happens, mate. My mum forgets it as well, mate. Who you think will win the race tomorrow and who qualifying in first place? So Verstappen is on pole, but you never know. If Ferrari get the strategy right, they can beat on pace Verstappen, right? But Sainz has the first step up, and then he has to really make the diff. Then Ferrari also. It's not
Can
just
you show me?
Tycho. You said it was like Sainz has to step up. Ferrari have to step up, mate, as well, mate.
Yeah, both of them. Like we
They
need
need
to.
to step up because they're not doing what the team need them to do, which is optimize their strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. I wish he could have been on 30. It is one of his favourite circuits. He's won here 7 times, a record 7 times here at Canada, right? He's also next race is the British Grand Prix, and let's not forget he won it last year, right? In the British Grand Prix. Despite having a penalty, he deserved the penalty because of how serious the accident was. But then, to be fair, like I've already said in numerous occasions, it was Verstappen who decided to turn further in. So if you want to blame really anyone, it was really Verstappen, right, who decided to cut across Hamilton's path, who had a legitimate claim to be on the inside when he would by the time they reached the apex
I
because they
have
were
a
side by
question.
side. But anyway, I'm just gonna say, sorry, before you ask a question, I'm just gonna say, right, we've done so. That's one of his strongest circuits, winning it 8 times. So, sorry, I'm just gonna go through what you showed us. Yeah. If you could zoom in, then we can see what the qualifying result is.
It's gone again. It's gone.
Hang on, I might get it back.
The
Well, I'll
live
tell you
timing
what.
stopped.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, wait, quickly here. I have it. I have it there.
I got it. I've got it.
Oh, okay.
I've got it. Let me do it. I've got it. Don't worry, guys. Sorry, I've got it. Quickly. There you go.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow, 30 laps. 30 laps during that whole qualifying session, where usually it's only 3 laps in one session, in the first session, 3 laps in the second, and then 2 laps in the third, which shows how much, and that puts a lot more life. That wears away at the engine, at the power unit a lot more, which are 6 components. By the way, Games FC, 6 components for a power unit. 4 of them, you're allowed 3 parts for each one of the 4 components, and then for the other 2 components, you're only allowed 2 of them. Right, and these 6 components, the 4 components you're allowed to have 3 of, right, are the internal combustion engine, the turbocharger, the MGU, the motor generator unit, or MGU, the motor generator unit kinetic, or MGUK, which is the generator to convert kinetic energy lost under braking kinetic energy lost under braking into electricity to store in the battery store, right? And then in the energy store, then the MGUH is the heat energy, or motor generator heat, is the energy lost in heat from the turbocharger, which can either be, depending on the setup that the driver has chosen on his steering wheel, can either be sent to the battery store to generate to build up, to charge up the battery, or to be deployed straight away to give him the extra 160 horsepower, which you can use the energy store to use 160 horsepower for 33 seconds of the lap, right?
yeah.
Which that, and the other 2 components are the controlled electronics, which is the brain of the car, right? Which is kind of like the brain of the car, the function of the car, and keeps everything in check. And then you've got the energy store, which obviously stores the energy that's created. So, and those components, you only allowed 2 of them throughout the season, so they got last half of the season. So there you go. Dubai is my favourite track. Not for me, mate, to be honest. Ferrari used to be good back in the days with that. You mean Michael Schumacher, not that German race. Michael Schumacher. Yeah, I used to support Games SC before Hamilton turned up. Don't forget, it was due to Schumacher retiring, meant that Kimi Räikkönen went from McLaren to Ferrari, which then meant McLaren then employed Hamilton. So if it weren't for Schumacher retiring, Hamilton would have got his seat in McLaren and then won the title in the next season. Then also in 2012, when Schumacher retired again in 2012 from Mercedes, who took his place? Lewis Hamilton, and then went on to win 6 more titles. So there you go. Coincidence. Anyway, sorry, just go through these. So Max Verstappen on pole, Alonso second, Sainz third, Hamilton finished 4th in the end, and out-qualified his teammate. Hey, for people that saying he still hasn't got it, he out-qualified his teammates by a comfortable distance, right? Magnussen 5th, Schumacher 6th, Ocon 7th, Russell 8th, right, which was a second slower than his teammate, right. Daniel Ricciardo in 9th,
Yes.
Zhou 10th, Bottas 11th, Albon 12th, Perez 13th after sliding straight on into the barriers, Norris 14th, Charles Leclerc 15th, which will be 19th after he takes his penalties. Tsunoda after his penalties will be right at the back of the grid. Gasly 16th, Vettel 17th, Lance Stroll 18th, Nicholas Latifi 19th, and then Tsunoda obviously 20th after completing only just 4 laps and just didn't bother after that. So there you go. So yeah, so there we go. Right, those are all the classified results. So it's 1 Ferrari against 1 Red Bull at the front tomorrow. Bearing in mind the Sainz gets a good start and clears Alonso after the first couple of laps. It'll be a straight fight between the two of them. So there you go. Yeah, you had a question, Adam, before we wrap up.
Oh yeah, my friend's a massive Ricciardo fan, so he was asking where Ricciardo finished. That's all I want.
Yeah, he finished 9th. So there we are. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up there. Make sure you hit the like. Adam, where can I find you, mate?
You can find me on my channel MotoGP Adam, and same as my Twitter basically. Yeah.
I thought you Twitter's Eunice Adam 1.
Yeah, Eunice1 Adam is my Twitter. But
Okay. Tycho, where can I find you?
You guys can find me over on the usual my Instagram, Eredivisie Explorer, which is in the name right there. My YouTube is also Eredivisie Explorer, although I won't probably ever use it again. And of course on Steven's channels, and yeah, that's it basically.
Yeah, man. Like you're part of the team here, man. Yeah. So if we get to hundreds of subs or 200 subs, that's not just my success; it's your success as well, and everyone else's. And also anyone in the chat, right? It's also part of your success as well. Your support and subscribing and watching our content, right, helps us get to 100 subs, to 200 subs, to 300 subs, right? So it's everyone's. It's not just my success. Yeah, I created the channel and all that, but it's your success as well. Remember that, guys. Remember that, okay? Right? But yeah, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow for the race itself. Until then, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.